Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com, and I'm here to do the 2018 horoscope for Vivacious Virgo. Woohoo! Now Virgo, you've got an interesting year in that you've got a lot of opportunities around your work and also your health and well-being. Because you have that wonderful mind and brain of yours that loves to think away at 1,000 miles an hour, sometimes you get a little bit out of balance where you're not paying enough attention to maybe your health, or socialising could be another issue. But this will be all rectified in 2018 because there are many influences for gadding about town and meeting people and having a fun time. So 2018 for you is all about finding the correct balance between thinking and working and being analytical, which is a fine skill. I do it myself sometimes. It always helps. I find it always helps if you're dealing with money that you think about it first. So that's a great skill, but like anything, if we overdo one particular thing, then we can get out of balance and then have problems somewhere else. So it is a great year for relaxation, going out with friends and partying. So I'll do a quick overview of the year for you. And if you want to get exact times and things like that, please hop along to AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and you can get, there's various astrology reports there. But here's your quick overview. Okay, so let's start with the start of the year, of course, because that's a good place. And we've got Mars and Jupiter aiding and abetting you in the third house. Now, the third house is all about communications and fun and socialisation and that sort of thing. So you'll start off the year on a good note in terms of friendships and things like that. But also, not only starting off the year, there's expansion throughout the year, meeting new people. You could join new groups or perhaps something to do with social media, and then physical groups that are talking about social media, or perhaps things that go on in groups on social media, but there will be physical meetings as well. Okay, now because you're doing so much socialising, one of the issues that you might need to look at is your phone. You might find that you wear your phone out, so that's just something that came to me. A new phone might be necessary. Now, in terms of your love life, it can be a little bit tricky trying to find the right balance. But as I said before, good luck in the career and finance areas. Very busy actually you're going to be. There'll be opportunities in your work. Really unusual things that you didn't expect to come up will come up. But again, the balance is the issue. You've got Mars and Saturn in the fifth house of creativity, self-expression, romance and fun. Okay, so what's happening is Saturn comes in. Now, Saturn's quite a serious kind of energy, and initially when it comes in, it can feel very heavy and feel like obstacles. So you might be wanting to express yourself. You might want to, say, for example, publish or write a book or an ebook, and you just have writer's block and you just can't do it initially. But if you push yourself a little bit, okay, only 10%, don't go overboard, but just push yourself and be patient and keep with it. Eventually that Saturnian restriction or those obstacles, they will let go, and then you'll be really solid and stable in that new energy. Publishing, it's just going off my head, really, really strong at the moment about publishing. It's really time to get your thoughts down on paper. And, even if it's just a blog, or, you don't have to go out and spend a lot of money or anything like that. Just start a blog, or even on your Facebook or social media page. Every week, Thoughts by Jan, every Monday. And you just get into a real regular routine doing it and build up a following that way. So you could have a ding-dong battle between Saturn pushing you to get serious about these things. These are ideas you've already had in the past, but they just come and you think, oh yeah, that's nice, but you don't do anything. Saturn's pushing you to do it, okay? And then you've got, and Saturn's very kind of cautious and steadfast. So Saturn's pushing you to do it, but in step by step. Now with that, then you've got Mars, which is like motivation and very goal oriented and very ambitious. And Mars is likely to be pushing you to do it, but pushing you faster, to go faster, to go faster. And Saturn's holding you back. So part of you wanting to go faster and faster with it, part of you wanting just to do little tiny bit. You've got to find the balance between those two, okay? So that's in your creativity and relationship zones. Now you've got also, I love this planet Jupiter. It's also traveling through the third house of communications and socializing in Scorpio. So your friendships that you develop this year will be larger than life, okay? And some of them could be quite intense and passionate as well, like it go on to a love sort of situation or a sexual situation with Scorpio there. So if you want exact dates, you need the Astro report for that. Okay, so when Saturn's there, it's in the earthy sign of Capricorn. Now, that's all about, you're making things physical. Capricorn wants it down on earth, the delays and obstacles in actually making it physical. You're not short of ideas, that's for sure, but it's how do you actually get it down in the physical plane? Just take a deep breath and be patient. What you need to do, if you want some free advice, is, for all your thinking and all you're trying to do things and accomplish things and get them to the physical level, you also need to relax, meditate, go out in the forest, because you could get like burnout, wired, frazzled, when things don't go at the speed that you want them to. Saturn reverses 18th of April until the 6th of September, which during that time could be even slower. Go slowly and carefully. Now, your fourth house of home and family has Jupiter visiting, and it's likely you're going to have a lot of parties, celebrations, family gatherings in 2018. And Mother Jupiter then goes retrograde. So retrograde means it appears to go backwards. When we're here on the earth, if you were looking in the night sky, it would look like it was going backwards or reversing. And that is 9th of March until 11th of July. So things could slow down then around the family and the home. And you might even hear from someone who's estranged, like a long lost relative or a friend that you went to school with 20, 30, whatever years ago. And then you hear about them or they come back into your life in some way. Okay, and then 9th of November, Mother Jupiter's going forwards again. So then it all picks up again for around the Christmas time, 2018. Okay, now something I really must caution you about this year is Mercury retrograde. Now, this affects all of the astro signs, but some more than others. And because Vivacious Virgo, your ruling planet is Mercury, you're likely to be very much affected this year. These are the dates. Let me just find these dates for you. 22nd of March until the 15th of April. Please write these down because it's really important. 22nd of March to the 15th of April. 26th of July until the 19th of August. And 16th of November until the 6th of December. So Mercury is the planet that rules communications and contracts and important things like that. So you've got to be really kind of cautious. If you're going to buy a house or buy a new car or something like that, you might find that if you sign a contract in those time periods, that then you change your mind and you've ordered a blue car and you want a white car, so then you've got to go back and change the contract, okay? Not always easy to do. Now, those dates I gave you, that's when Mercury is at its peak time, but there is actually a few days either side of those dates where the influence of Mercury is coming on or going off, okay? So just try not to do important stuff. That's a good time just to relax around and not do too much. Just do your daily activities, because especially for you, Vivacious Virgo, you could have some issues, even in the shadow time, coming up and going down. So in summary, there's a lot of opportunities for you in work and play. Your goal will be to get the balance of both, you know, and not too much thinking, because it could affect your health and well-being if you're constantly going over and over and over and stuff in your mind, and you might even have trouble sleeping because you feel so like this, you know. So just, you know, pace yourself, basically. That's what I want to say. You've got the chance to get a lot of projects off the ground and physically on the earth, which is really exciting. I love that bit when you can actually get stuff done. However, these projects and ideas, they might take a bit longer than you anticipated. So take a deep breath and just calm down. Plenty of socializing will help you keep the balance. And also opportunities getting about town, going away on short little trips with friends and old family members and friends coming back from your past. Okay, please come along to absolutesoulsecrets.com if you want to see your full overview. This is just a brief little thing that I'm doing at the moment. There's also your love life horoscope for 2018 and your career and finance horoscope for 2018. So please come along. I'm sure there'll be heaps of other articles and things that you can have a look at while you're there. I'm very, you know, prolific in terms of ideas, but yeah, it's always the challenge to get them down into the physical universe, isn't it? Thanks very much for listening, and bye for now.